Hey guys, welcome to another F1 2020 My Team video here on the channel. Today we're in France, looking to bounce back from the horror show that was Canada. So the only way is up, really, when you finish last, isn't it? So fingers crossed that happens. We're saving some resource points because I would like to do next the weight reduction upgrade. Mainly because the car feels horrible when it's fully laden with fuel, but it feels good in qualifying. So the closer we can get it to feeling like qualifying earlier in the race, the better. So I'm going to go for the weight reduction next. Unfortunately, we're about 100 short. In fact, we're 99 resource points short of upgrading that, but we will, of course, get those resource points in the first practice session, which we'll go to in a moment. Progress history, Mercedes still top, Ferrari still second, or the Red Bull right behind them now. After not really upgrading at all, they've taken a sharp incline up. Racing Point still third. Alfa Romeo are now the fifth fastest team, supposedly, with McLaren right behind them. AlphaTauri as well there, as well as Haas, ourselves, and Renault. Williams still, unfortunately, lagging quite far behind, although I'm sure once the performance index gets, or performance balance patch comes, we'll see Williams take an uptick in their performance. I hope. We still have to wait and see, but for now we're going to concentrate on getting some resource points under the belt. I do need to up the game difficulty again because we're back on the controller today. So back up to 100 difficulty rather than the 95 that we were on with the wheel. We will be racing again with the wheel very soon, but for the time being, it's going to be the controller for today for France, so I'm going to jump into practice and get things underway. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this My Team content, or of course the daily FIFA content that's coming to you and will continue to come to you every single day for all of time, as far as I can make out, or I hope so anyway. And we'll try and keep the My Team content coming to you as regularly as possible, provided you guys continue to enjoy it on the YouTube channel. If you want to watch these streams live, down below in the description you'll find a link to the Twitch channel, the chat of which I'm going to avert my attentions to now as we jump into practice. So I'll see you a little bit later, and I'll see you guys now. Don't know why I did that little smile to camera, but whatevs. So tyre life wise, we're pretty good on the softs. Whether we're like that on the mediums, I'm not sure, but that's actually really good on tyre life there. I'm not sure where we are lap time wise. Not bad. Not bad on the soft. We could be in for a decent weekend here. We could really be in for a decent weekend. How many resource points have we gotten? Just out of curiosity, actually. Let me just quickly check. 420 of a possible 600. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. We'll retire from session, and we shall head to qualifying, where hopefully we can get ourselves a decent qualifying position. To be fair, look at Juan Manuel Correa up in 13th. Maybe the car actually genuinely really suits this track. We're going to get an extra 592 resource points. Thank you, Juan Manuel, for adding to that total. And the team, I don't think have quite, or is that just? Have we made it to Acclaim level 9, or is there just a little smidge there? We have made it to Acclaim level 9. Let's go. One more Acclaim level. We can get an extra sponsor for the car as well, which would be superb. We have... Oh, Jesus. That made me jump. Thank you very much for the donation. I'll check that in a moment.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, that's not a donation. I did that last time that we got a raid from Veloce. That used to be my donation noise. Thank you very much for the raid. Veloce, 348 of you arriving. Thank you very much indeed. We're just in the process of doing a little piece to camera for the YouTube video. But we shall do what we said we were going to. 36% chance of failure, unfortunately. But we would very much like the weight reduction. So we've spent most of our resource points there, and we're going to head to quali now and hopefully get ourselves through to at least Q2. We've been very quick there in practice, and I'm very much hoping that things can go well. All of the V's. Yes, Veloce. Thank you, Hayden. I presume it was Hayden that was streaming. Thank you very much indeed. Frees up the way for us to take the final corner and nail it for the line, hopefully put in a decent time. If we're quick enough with this first lap, then we might be able to save a set of tyres for Q2. Although it doesn't look like it, because that's put me 9th, and we were there or thereabouts with the AlphaTauri. Juan Manuel is quicker than me. Hello, Juan Manuel. When did you improve? I would like to think that in race spec we'd be competitive, but apparently in quali pace we are not. I didn't get turn 1 correct though. Hopefully we can still get ourselves through to Q2. Fairly lengthy lap here, so I'm not gonna leave it too late before going out. Right, fresh set of tyres. Off we go. Let's get ourselves through to Q2. We are 8/10 up at the minute on our previous lap time. That should hopefully make us dramatically more competitive. Unless everybody else improves by a similar margin, in which case we'll stay in 19th. Got it, foot line, Ches. Got it, foot line. 129 would be lovely. Oh, it's not to be. It's a 130.7. The start-finish line is a lot further. 20th. Wow. There's me giving it, oh, we could be quick here. And the car felt quick as well. But 20th is where we qualify. We might have to do something on strategy. If our tyre wear's good. I felt faster than that. I felt genuinely faster than that. For the first time, for the very first time, out-qualified by my teammate. AI set to 100, Assassin.
Race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
I mean, it was qualifying, Claire, but sure.
How do you think this team will be feeling after that result?
No one can fault their effort, we'll say.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
Always struggle for grip when you hit that. Yeah, I don't want to badmouth other departments. It's a worry, but we have to make the best of it anyway, that's for sure. I'm sure we will.
Great. Well, that's everything.
We do tend to be better in the race, don't we, than qualifying, so hopefully we can still perform well. Yay! Race strategy then. If I toggle my personalised war, apparently we can knock 5 seconds off, but it does reckon we should go soft, medium, soft. Or sorry, soft, soft, medium. I, though, would very much like to go soft, medium, softs again, so we are quicker at the end of the Grand Prix. That's a strat that's worked for us in previous Grand Prix weekends, and I hope it's something that could work for us again here. Although that is a lot of wear. That is a lot of wear. However, with our personalised set, our tyre wear should be better, so we should hopefully be able to manage that. 14, 25, 14, that's what we'll go for. I do expect the car to be quite... Is it 51 or 53 lap race? Must be 53 lap race. Here we go. No worries, Dan. Thank you for continuing your Patreon support, my man. Correa right in front of me. No grid pens, so we do qualify 20th and start 20th. We'll use the overtake button to get ourselves a bit of a boost here at the start. Sure others are doing the same as well. We have to be wary here. Why do they brake so goddamn early? Lovely. Let's start that session again. Oh, quick light sequence. Was not ready for that. Will be wary. Will be wary now of where they brake for turn 1. Very early. So early. I just wasn't ready for it. Get back up the inside of one of the Williams. And hold it around the outside of the Williams and then nail the throttle. And we are past Nicholas Latifi. No, we're not. He's going past me again. Excuse me, George. Oh my god, it's like a... It's not follow the leader, you know, lads. I'm side by side with my teammate. Right, we're past. Up to P18. Past Correa and Magnussen in one move. Now's where the ERS comes in handy. Certainly, we are, with our downforce setup, we are not fast enough down the straights, but through the corners, we really should be able to make the difference, hopefully. And with the help of DRS, once we get through the corners, I'll have a couple of positions here, if you don't mind. Excuse me. Bit of DRS just to get away, and we're past Grosjean and Gasly again in a two-man move, and we're up to P16. That'll do very nicely, thank you for lap 1. Again, gonna have to utilise the ERS here, but through the first sector, we should be quick enough to be able to get DRS there. Gonna hold the inside line here. Oh, I may have cut the corner slightly. Sorry, sorry, Romain, but never mind. Kept the position. Aha. The game didn't tell me off, so it's fine. DRS will be activated from this lap. How to put the HUD stuff in the middle of the car. You do this. You pause it. You have to be in session on track to do this. You have to be in session on track, but you go to Preferences, you go to On-Screen Display, and then OSD, On-Screen Display Customization. And then you can, using the various button inputs, move stuff around and do as you would like with it. And you could do that for each. You could do that with each and every element. Which is what it used to be only available on PC, the ability to do that. But now you can do that on console as well. So we're back up to 85% ERS now. And we're going to have DRS too. Bink! The DRS will really help. If I can shake... If I can shake Grosjean behind me, I'm sure with a clean track, we would make time on those around us and be able to do an undercut. And that's effectively what we're doing with the first stop, because we are going to be stopping, hopefully, one lap earlier than the majority of the rest. Thanks for the follow, PJ. Welcome to the channel, mate. We hit 67,000 followers last night, which was superb, or during the yesterday afternoon stream, so thank you for that if you're one of those newbies. I say newbies. Doesn't matter how long you've been following. The fact that you're here and watching is enough for me, regardless of how long you've been doing it, and I thank you for joining me. See, with DRS, we're not as slow in a straight line. I am planning on changing engine next season, though. I'm probably not going to, depending on finances, I'm probably not going to go with a Renault engine next year. I think I will make the upgrade to a Mercedes. I would like to, anyway. I'd like to pull a McLaren and swap a Renault for a Mercedes. Thankfully, we haven't had to go through Honda first to get to the point of putting the Renault in. Brake so late for that turn and then just throw the car in whilst I've got the grip, that is. Speaking of, how much have we got? Still going to pit lap 14, 11% wear after 4 laps. Wow. Excuse me, Mr. Romain Grosjean. No, thank you. I'll have that inside light. Oh, okay, you can shut the door on me. Fair enough. It's Pierre Gasly that's right behind me now. That was... I wasn't ready for that from Romain. Probably should have used my overtake button a little bit to try and defend from that, but we've learnt now for next time. The Williams don't really look like they're... Well, one of the Williams is still in contention, but one of them has gone, and that's the risk. That's the risk here. But once you get out of DRS range, you can get left behind if the others in front of you are all kind of DRSing on one another. But to be fair, Latifi does have low pace stat, doesn't he, on his statistics, on his attributes, so it's not too much of a surprise to see him languishing out. But I think it's a bit harsh. I think his pace stat is a little bit too low for his pace in real life. He is a decent driver, but... Thanks for follow, Truly Biased. And Danny Boy, and M-Wheel as well, and... sorry, Truly Blissed, not Truly Biased. And Roffle Gaming and Viscoff, welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for joining. Is it Bottas? Not sure if it is. It might well be. It is. Valtteri Bottas is gone. Who started first? Ah, Lewis. No, Lewis's pit. Lewis's pit. Lewis started first and was disappearing out front. So Lewis's pit, as has Kvyat, Sainz, Stroll, Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly now, and they're all switching to the mediums, which is what we're doing. But they might either be going soft, medium, soft, or more likely soft, medium, medium, which was one of the recommended options. I don't think they'll have adjusted and gone soft, medium, soft because of their tyre wear. So hopefully, although a number of them are out of the top 10, aren't they? So they will have, their softs will have been more worn than anybody else's, though Gasly's had to pit for mediums as well. But he is out of the pits now. Daniel Kvyat is out of the session. A retirement for Daniel Kvyat. Why is that? Presumably an engine blower of some description. Looking for... Yep, his engine got pop. Nathan! Thank you for the host, Mr. Freckles. Appreciate it. Oh, I said box this lap and it's... Oh, it's there. No! Okay, hang on. I got my pit... I missed the pit entry. And as such... Correa pit in front of me, and he would have gotten the pit strategy. Correa, stay out, Joaquin, stay out. Joaquin, Juan Manuel, stay out. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stay out for the team. For the team, I'm gonna stay out another lap. I'm doing this for the team because Correa will have to sit and wait behind me if I don't. He's going to pit and I'm going to, for the team, avoid the double stack. Now it is going to affect my overall outcome of the race. It's going to affect my overall outcome of the race, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice for the team. Right then. Stop number 1 for a set of medium tyres. Hopefully it could be a fairly quick stop. Magnussen behind me is pitting at the same time. This could be a battle of pit crew, isn't it?
Go now.
And we are out ahead of Magnussen again. That's fantastic. Needed to make sure we did that. And we're off.
You have to stop once now. One stop left.
Correa, though, look at that. Correa has jumped me by that much. Because of that pit stop. He's jumped me. He's earned an extra 1.7 seconds on me because of that stop. By me allowing him to pit instead of me, it's cost me probably about 2 seconds of race time. Magnussen's going for it on Correa. Those soft tyres. That's the difference we're hoping to make at the end of the Grand Prix when we're on our soft tyres. That's what we're hoping to do to everyone else. And with DRS and overtake button, we're finally going to sweep around the outside of our teammate and up into P17. Got that wrong. The fact that Grosjean is getting DRS on the Renault and the Alfa Romeo is genuinely going to ensure that we don't get much further up the pack, I think. That's what I'm currently concerned about. How long till Correa's contract expires? After the next Grand Prix, Jay. The next Grand Prix is Austria, and his contract will expire after Austria. So I have saved some money to try and get a better driver in. He's been great to have as a first teammate, but it was never ever going to be the long-term plan. It's always going to be a case of updating the driver rather than upgrading the driver, if you know what I mean. Like getting a new driver in rather than
The gap to the car ahead is 13.9 seconds.
it's always going to be a case of getting a new driver in rather than leveling up the driver we currently had. Must be a long pit stop here. Ricciardo and Sainz coming out now. Checo's Stroll that's pieced out in front of us. Tell you what, we are genuinely a faster car than Romain Grosjean in the Haas. But because he's been able to hang on to the coattails of DRS of that group in front of him, he's been able to extend a massive lead over us. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to. I'm not sure we're going to be able to claw that back. And Grosjean, he's in the pits now, but having had the DRS for so long of those cars in front of him, such a pain. We could have pit when Correa did on lap 13. I think giving that stop to my teammate is going to cost me the chance of points here. Oh, can we get ahead of Lando here? Yes, but not cleanly, I think is the answer. I think I really drove that as best as I could. I was too busy concentrating on looking at Lando's car, not actually paying attention to where I was on the track. Kimi's put the hards on. Kimi Räikkönen behind us has now put the hard tyre on. They must be really struggling for tyre wear at Alfa Romeo if they put the hards on. We're not particularly doing too well for tyre wear, to be fair. Yellow flag, what for? Someone's going to be retiring, I think.
Yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful.
Carlos Sainz is out.
Okay, some information on Sainz. They're retiring from the race.
Sainz is out. Why is Sainz out? He was only just a little bit down the road in front of us. That's Lando. There's Sainz. His engine's gone pop. No, still no virtual safety car or safety car though, and he's not exactly off the track at a safe place. I don't know what we've got to do to get a virtual safety car or a safety car in this my team. You'll donate £500 if I start at Peterborough. I can't be bought, my man. I can't be bought. There's plenty of time to decide. Plenty of time to decide. I've done Leeds this season, so I won't be doing Leeds again. Changing my front wing? I didn't even know I had front wing damage.
Go, go, go.
Oh, I didn't even know I had front wing damage. Well, that's going to cost me even more. We've been lapped now. It's Sebastian. So we've been lapped, so we will only go to lap 52. Okay, we appear to be faster than the Ferrari on these softs, which is slightly concerning. We've already halved the gap to Gasly, who's now letting Vettel through.
We need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
And that is us past Pierre Gasly. Thank you, Pierre. If I can follow Seb all the way through, then we could just hightail it off the back of it. Excuse me, Pierre? No. We could hopefully just follow Seb through the traffic if I can stay with him. Or close-ish to him. No DRS. Oh, we are going to get DRS this lap. So we're up to George Russell now.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
Oh, we got such a run on George there. But that Mercedes engine definitely cut the corner there, but we've gotten away with it. Mercedes engine is so powerful, and this Renault one, this worn Renault one, doesn't have it in the back at the minute. But we're past him, and we're going to close now on Correa. But I think Grosjean, 24 seconds further down the road, is going to be one step too far for us. Here you go. Good lad. Right, now let me get DRS off the back of Max. Playing this strategically. Because I would have had DRS on Correa anyway, but Correa will have to let Max through. And he's doing so now. But only just. Right, I have got one lap left to get past my teammate. We are about to head on to our final lap. Been trying to save my...
No tyre concerns at the moment.
No,
Just
I know.
focus on the driving.
I've been trying to save my overtake button as best I can, but we have had to use it quite a bit to stay with him. But if I can stay right on his tail through this first sector, and I am going to wait to overtake him. If I get the opportunity,
This is 9.1 seconds.
I am going to wait to overtake him until we've got the DRS zone. So that if I overtake him now, he'd get DRS on me. We've got the other Red Bull right behind us now, wanting to overtake, but I'm going to try my hardest here
Blue flag.
to get past Correa so that he's the one that has to give way first. If I can get past Correa before they get to us. Oh, he's gone. He moved in the braking zone. That's illegal. Look, he's there. I pull to the left as we head into the braking zone, and he moves in the braking zone. That's illegal.
Blue flag conditions. Create a
If he's
gap
going to do it again,
line through.
and this time he doesn't. That makes no sense. So he moved in the braking zone and then didn't move in the braking zone. That genuinely was illegal. Aggressive, but got the job done. Just nailed it. Go on, Lewis. 3 go. Bottas has won the race. I'll let Albon through too. That was a scrappy end to the Grand Prix, but I've been pretty distracted throughout the course of the race by some rather deep discussions in Twitch chat. Those of you that are watching this on the YouTube video, I apologise that the race was as scrappy at the end there as it was. But P16 is where we finish. P17 is where our teammate finishes. I'm not sure I deserve Driver of the Day at all. Thanks for the follow, Garnet Silk and Lady as well. Welcome to the channel, guys. I use flashbacks because I'm doing 100% race distance and trying to make entertaining content at the same time. And if I spend an hour and a half doing practice and quali and then crash out lap 2, that's the end of the stream, because I'm not going to then sit for an hour and a half doing practice and quali of the next race to do a 100% race after that. So I ensure that I finish the Grand Prix that I'm racing with 100% race distance by using the flashbacks to ensure that the content is hopefully entertaining. There will be those of you that don't enjoy the flashbacks, and you're more than entitled to your opinion, but that's how I enjoy to play. That's how I like to make my content, so that's how I do make my content. Thank you very much for the 1,616 bits, Martin. Coming through as ever. Shaky bottle time for Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. I'm not sure who came third, actually. We'll find out in a moment. We're going to go up a couple of XP rank here, hopefully, in the tier system. Oh, it was Max that came third, Lewis 4th, Albon 5th. I mean, Kevin went from 19th to 14th. I went from 20th to 16th. Kevin should get Driver of the Day ahead of me. Giovinazzi went from 14th to 8th and got points. 14th to 8th and got points. I don't deserve Driver of the Day there at all. 2 DNFs. I really don't think I deserve Driver of the Day there. At least 2 other drivers deserve it more than me. Car was a grace of a balanced stance and no struggle. I just pushed as hard as I could.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Are we? The standard of racing from all drivers this season has been high. F1 is a team sport. We put in an extreme amount of effort. We do, but I always like to come out on top of my teammate.
Well, that's everything.
If possible. Now, we've answered enough questions there to be able to get the boost from our... Oh, we beat Gasly as well. We got enough questions there to be able to get the boost from our sponsor, which is good. Juan Manuel is now up to level 7 acclaim, which is good news. We didn't achieve a top... Oh, we've not got the question one anymore. We've got top 10 finish. So we need to score points to get that one now. £47,500 made. I got some damage. Juan Manuel got some damage. We've got 5 million in the bank. And we will be changing our driver after the next Grand Prix. We will be changing our driver after the next Grand Prix on... It should say so. Well, we've only got 2 days. Let's have a look. Where is it? It'll be in corporate contracts. 7 days is where Juan Manuel's contract expires. And we will certainly be replacing him. Who with? I am as of yet unsure. But we will certainly be replacing Juan Manuel as the driver in the team. Thank you for the 100 bits, Jonas. Loving the content, Cheers. Great race. Recently realised that you've been following my work for 5 years now, Jeeps. Thank you for the long-term support, my man. So we will have the opportunity to sign a new driver in the next episode, but that will be in the next episode, and I won't delve into it now. So we will soon be able to get ourselves another sponsor as well, which is great. But we will, depending on where we qualify, probably take some grid penalties in the next Grand Prix, which will be Austria. But it's advanced without actually.
Better manage our time by organising some team.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Thankfully, it was only 2 days, and we only missed a tiny one. If I'd have missed like 3 opportunities to have an activity, then I'd been really annoyed. We have 653 resource points at the minute, which isn't really gonna make any difference at this stage. They want me to go for the durability, but again, I'm quite happy to take penalties. So we're not in the stage of our career at the minute where we're going to do that. We're still above Renault and Haas now with regards to team performance, but a number, well, you'd say 3 of our last 4 Grand Prix, or 2 of the last 5 perhaps, with a 19th and a 20th. 2 of our last 5, 16th is probably there or thereabouts, isn't it? But 2 of our last 5 with a 19th and 20th haven't been good enough. But I'm hoping, very much hoping, that in Austria and in Silverstone, at the British Grand Prix, we can be quicker. Certainly hope so. We'll put fresh components in for Austria as well. Austria and Silverstone are both power-related circuits, so that's going to be huge for us, putting fresh stuff in for the race and for qualifying in Austria as well. So we will do that in the next episode. I will go to the race weekend to save the progress we've made so far. But that's going to be all for the YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel too, so that you don't miss out on any further content. Hopefully we can do better in the next couple of races. I'm really very much... Oh, it's a wet quali. A wet quali in Austria. Ah! Well, probably qualifying near the back, which means we can take those penalties then. We said we were going to take some penalties, and now is when we're probably going to end up taking them then, isn't it? But I'll qualify then. I'll qualify with my worn parts so that we only race in the new parts and not only race in... or not do qualifying as well as the race with the new parts. Right, yes. That will be the end of the YouTube video. Sorry, I waffled on a little bit there. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I'll see you next time.